been a good day. I bought 3 cars, 2 GTEs, 1 GTD. I've met 2 subscribers. Hello and welcome back to the VolksWizard channel, and welcome to a video in which I'm going to share with you what a typical day in my life is like. Now I'm back buying and selling cars. So shortly I'm going to hop on a train from here in Leamington Spa to go down to Hampshire to hopefully collect one of 2 Golf GTEs that I'm viewing this morning. And then if that goes well, I'm going to point that car northwest to the Welsh borders, where I'm going to go and see a Mark 7.5 Golf GTD Estate this afternoon. But before we get started, let me just remind you guys how you can support the channel. As ever, easiest way to do that is simply to subscribe. But another way is to sell me your interesting Volkswagen Group vehicle. I'm still buying from my trusted dealer, but I'm also buying for my own dealership. And that means I'm quite open-minded about what I can buy right now. So if you've got something in really, really good condition with a full service history, no modifications, and average mileage or below, then get in touch with me by email, andrew@volkswizard.co.uk. Recently I bought a 7.5 Golf GTI Performance, hopefully this Golf GTD Estate. I've got a set Ibiza, really nice high-spec 2020 car that's in stock now. I have also recently bought an Up GTI that's sold. If you've got anything like that, then get in touch with me. Right, let's get today started. Well, welcome to the 10:38 cross-country service from Leamington Spa to Bournemouth. I'm getting off at Basingstoke, which means about 90 minutes on the train. I'm in first class because it's not much more to upgrade to this, and I get guaranteed a seat, which isn't often the case on cross-country and standard class, and that means I can work. I'm actually editing this video right now. I booked this ticket via the Trainline website because, unlike every other booking website, they chop this journey into 2 pieces, and that saves me money. It's called Split Save. It saved me about 20 quid on this trip, and I'm not changing or getting off a train or anything. I'm just staying on the same train, but because they've done Leamington to Banbury and Banbury to Bournemouth, it saved me quite a lot of money. Also, check out a website called Seatfrog. They've got an app which allows you to upgrade to first class via an auction, and even if you don't use that, they don't charge a booking fee. So yeah, should be getting off quite soon. I think next stop is Basingstoke, where Jacob, who's selling me the GTE, should be waiting for me in a rather nice BMW. Here comes a smart looking 340i touring. Is it Jacob? It is Jacob. Maybe we'll have this car for him one day. Hello. Hey Andrew, how you doing? All right. Well, this is Jacob. Hiya. Who's a commercial manager of a building firm, and these cars that I'm collecting, the GTEs, one was yours, one was your dad's?
Yep, that's right.
Is that right? You did a bit more mileage because you live a bit further away from work, don't you?
I did that 30,000 miles in mine in 18 months.
Yeah, it's pretty good going, isn't it?
Yeah, so I got to know it really well.
And what do you think?
Very good. Very good all-round car. I think the GTE, I've actually had a Mark 7 GTI as well. Sorry, Mark 8 GTI, and I thought that was good as well. Obviously, no hybrid assistance, but it was a lot harder on suspension. I think the GTE, actually, although it's got the extra weight, somehow they've managed to get the suspension a lot softer. Yeah. Which is really good. And actually, the power difference, I mean, all right, yeah, the GTI is quicker, but marginally. You know, when you've got boost on the GTE, it feels, it feels adequately quick. It does feel quick. So
I don't think the power or the torque is the issue with the GTE. It's just all that extra weight that you feel in the corners. But if you don't drive like a lunatic, then you won't notice it. You'll feel the ride all the time. Yeah. So what's this? A 340i?
This is a M340i.
Yeah. Sorry, mustn't forget the M.
Yeah, don't. All right, take off that. So it's touring version, the LCI model. So it's a 73 plate. It's a touring. Yeah.
Yep. And you bought it from
Tony TRL. Yeah. Shout out.
YouTube's famous car BMW salesman. I've been trying to find a Volkswagen man to match Tony, but unfortunately there's just nobody who really seems to want to work with me like that. So if it's you, get in touch.
Yeah, and shout out to Joe Achilles as well for the spec, because I watched a lot of his videos on this car, and that very much helped me with the spec of this, because it's got the pan roof. I've got it shut at the moment, but it's got the pan roof and the M Sport seats, which for him was like, you know, what he mentioned was like the key options to have, and I agree once getting the cars.
So this car's got quite a bit of spec then. You were saying list price of what?
This car? Yeah, so it's 67 this was.
And Tony charged you how much?
Oh, he got me a good deal, around 55, 54.
Wow, so that's nearly 20% off.
Yeah.
You were saying, probably controversially, and obviously on YouTube other people may disagree, that this is a better choice than the M3.
Well, I don't know.
Depending on your requirements, obviously.
I think obviously people might perceive this as a car that you would get if you can't afford an M3. I wouldn't agree. I mean, yes, it is a cheaper alternative, but I think for the power difference on the road, it's not noticeable enough, because you can't extract that power in the M3. You can extract the power enough in this that you wouldn't actually feel so much of a difference, and the suspension, etc., is so much softer in this. Yeah. You know, generally, and you know, I just think it's a really easy car to live with.
Jacob's got 2 GTEs, and for me to view today, if we get a deal done, then I'll be driving away in the one of them. Obviously, I've done some research and got some photos of Jacob, so I know really what I'm coming to see. I wouldn't go all this way without that, because it could be a wasted day, as has happened in the past in the 20 years I've been buying and selling cars. So I'm pretty confident I'm going to go in one of them, maybe 2. So take me to your GTEs.
Let's go.
Okay, so these are the 2 GTEs. So I'm going to call them by the reg. So HSK is the higher mileage one, did about 30 with a sunroof. FNX has done about 17,000 miles, so about 15,000 less than this one, and that's got heated seats. They've both got the upgraded Bakersfield wheels, which I think is really important. And I generally don't like Moonstone, but I think with the blue highlights of the GTEs, it works really well. So they're, you know, really good looking cars. Just thought we'd have a quick look outside at Jacob's M.
No, don't want to say the M.
Okay, 340i touring. So how much horsepower?
Just under 400, about 375, 380.
So who needs more than that?
I'll just show you a little nifty trick. So obviously in the 3 Series you open this up, little hatch.
Like a Range Rover?
Yeah, got my dog crate in there, so he's
comfortable.
Really happy in there, it's all good. Oh, he's not in there at the moment.
No.
But then also I went down to Motec on this and got this little strip done, basically just for the dog getting in and out of the car, he doesn't scratch the paintwork underneath.
AC Schnitzer?
It is, yes. Yeah, from them. A little black badge. I had that put on afterwards, but I'm even thinking about getting that off and just having it sort of just no badge. I think they would look quite cool in the future. Are
those real exhausts?
They are. Well, they're housing.
Yeah.
They've got the tips inside.
Oh, we'll call that real, yeah.
Yeah. And I just had these little carbon fibre winglets there on the sides. I didn't do any sort of spacers or drops or anything like that, but just a couple of little cosmetic stuff, really. Yeah,
from the back, it looks mean. Yeah. I think a lot of BMWs look really good from the back at the moment, but the fronts of some of them is slightly, what's the word? Yeah, Marmite.
Well, especially the as we were saying about this against the M3, this doesn't have the sort of funny grille that the M3 does. So,
oh yeah, that's another reason to buy the M340i. Sorry, 340i.
Yeah.
Now at this point I wanted to film a little segment talking about the next leg of the journey, where I'm going to drive from Basingstoke to Herefordshire to go and see the Golf GTD Estate. I'm using my phone to film. There's not an awful lot to go wrong, but because I'm connected to the Golf 8 for wireless CarPlay, it means my phone doesn't record audio, which is really, really annoying. Anyway, I'm talking about the trip. It's about 2 hours and a bit. Jacob's left 285 miles worth of fuel in the car, so big thanks to him. We don't have any electric boost, but we'll get that as we go along. Now I'm going to talk about food, because it's really important to eat on days like this. So I'm eating the thing that they gave me on the train, which is no longer warm, and it's quite a sweaty sort of piece of ciabatta, but it's food, it's relatively healthy, and it will keep me going. Now those of you with some local knowledge may be surprised to see that I'm on the M4 heading west, approaching the A34, when all I should have done was take a left off the A34 onto the M4 and be pretty much at Swindon by now. But when I got to the M4 junction on the A34, where there's quite a few lanes, they were snarled up, and Waze didn't tell me to get into the left-hand lanes until it was too late. So I carried on up the A34 north, had to come back south, got stuck in the queue again at the roundabout for the M4, had to go east on the M4 to Thiel, and then back west. On the plus side, we're doing 43.4 to the gallon, and yeah, it's such an easy car to drive. Look at the queue. So this is traffic trying to get anywhere but stay on the M4 east, and it's just queuing. All because I think it's Easter holidays and people are queuing to get into Cheveley Circuit. I mean, look at this, 2 lanes, stationary. All because of what's happening on the roundabout. Okay, 4 hours, 1 minute, 180 miles, and we're now in the village where the Golf GTD Estate is. What a beautiful place, especially on a day like today. It's stunning. Right then, here we are in Herefordshire then with Jeremy. Hi. And his lovely GTD Estate. So you've had this for quite a long time now, have you?
4.5 to 5 years I've had this now. So it was one owner before me, 13,000 miles when I had it.
Wow, okay. And it's on 50 now,
yep.
About 52 when you're ready to get rid of it.
Yep.
So yeah, I obviously know I've had one of these, so I do have a soft spot for them. Having done like quite a lot less mileage than my one, which was still really nice to drive, you know, it should be still have a lot of life left in it, shouldn't it? So.
Yeah, no, a good diesel estate, aren't they?
Yeah, beautiful. Indium grey, very nice colour.
The best colour, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Tungsten's all right, but I think indium
just
beats it.
Sparks a little bit more, doesn't it, I think?
The wheels then, obviously, we've talked about this before, but why are they black? You tell me again.
Obviously, they had the diamond face before, and I had them done once, and within almost 12 months they started to go again. So the gentleman who did the wheels decided with myself that we'd just go with a powder coating on them. And that was done probably 18 months ago, I expect.
Good tyres as well? Pilot Sport 5 all round?
Michelin's all round,
Always a good sign?
Yeah.
But you're a biker or a retired biker, aren't you now?
Well, I always look at it, that's the only point of contact you've got with the road, so pick something good.
That's what all bikers say, and I totally understand that. Do you mind if I have a look inside? Yeah,
by all means. Is that done?
G-Technic, always a good sign as well. So rubber floor mats, again a good sign.
Yep.
And then, bolsters, nice. Sill protection, like to see that, because obviously they don't come with anything from the factory, so that's nice. And it's really, did you fit them?
I fitted them on there,
No bubbles or anything, that's better than main dealers. Handiwork usually.
I even fitted a bit of PPF on the back as well.
Nice touch,
just to stop the any scratches from the dog and stuff like that.
Well, you do have a dog in there, but I would never know. Can we have a look in the boot?
Yeah.
You haven't got a dog in there now, but you do carry a dog. That's why you've got the proper dog guard.
Yep.
Load liner. Look at that. You could eat your dinner off that, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Very good. And then you should have a spare wheel down here, which we do have. So. Yeah.
And all the kit in the side for the.
Yeah, of course, toolkit.
Yeah.
And you've got a parcel shelf.
Yes. Yeah. That's all inside.
Brilliant. Super happy with that then. So should we go for a test drive and see what it's like?
Go and see what it's like.
Brilliant.
Give you the keys.
Thanks very much. It's a bit different to the GTE though. We've got a 2-litre diesel, haven't we? So good engine and DSG and flappy paddles. So
all the toys.
Yeah, and a remap for overtaking rather than outright performance, which is exactly how I feel about this engine. It's good, but it does feel like the emissions restrictions have kind of held it back a bit. The heated seats we won't need today. It's quite warm, 17.5 degrees, so it's lovely and clean, so that's good. Right. Electric parking brake will come off because it's got auto hold.
You're okay this side.
Have you got a curb down there?
No, if you keep to the hedge, there's only a low curb. Keep to the hedge, you're fine.
You can be my wingman down there.
Yeah, no, you're okay.
Great. Got front and rear parking sensors.
Yes.
Always useful. Presumably it's the left here, is it?
I'd go left up to the top.
So yeah, it feels really good. Yeah. Standard suspension.
Yes. Yeah.
And these are just the standard 18-inch wheels anyway, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, it does feel quite firm, but in a not overly firm. Right. Well, we should have warmed up quite nicely now. So should we turn around? Because that's just far more than enough, and then I'll.
If you turn in left,
yes, and then right again.
Yeah, and you go back out to the road.
Perfect timing. Even though we're right in the middle of nowhere, there's so much traffic still at 5 o'clock, isn't there?
It's all
not too bad. Sorry. Very smooth. Great.
I must admit, I am a fan of the DSG now.
Oh, up GTI. You can spot them a mile off, you know.
Oh yeah.
Mk8
Trying to persuade the wife to have one of those, but she wouldn't. So we just had the normal 1 litre street up.
Oh, I saw it when you drive it. Yeah. No, they're good cars.
Yeah, no, she loves it. Ideal.
Okay, they're not the most luxurious cars in the world, but
she only commuted to Hereford 3 days a week, so
perfect.
She does it.
Yeah. I think the Up GTI is probably a bit too stiff for the roads around here, actually.
Right.
It's not obviously mapped, but it's definitely a little bit more urgent than standard. So yeah, very good. It's a deal. We've agreed a price in advance, and I'm going to pay Jeremy that price because the car's as described. So I'll give you a deposit, and then you can sit on that, and then when you come back, we'll sort it out. I'll meet you at South Hereford garages if that's where your, or Hereford Audi, whatever they call it now. If that's where your new car's coming from.
It is, yeah.
Excellent. I will look forward to having a GTD Estate to sell at the end of April.
Another one.
Yeah, brilliant. No, thanks very much.
Welcome, thank you.
Okay, once again, I was scuppered by the phone not recording audio because it's connected to the Mk8 Golf. But basically, I'm saying it's now 6 o'clock. I've got 2 hours to get home. I'm super happy with the GTD Estate. I'm going to come back by train and collect it in a few weeks because Jeremy's going away on holiday in it. And I say, yeah, I'll see you when I get home. But that's not how it works out. Actually, before we get home, I just thought I'd test the GTE on my benchmark local roads, 60 miles an hour. Conditions are good. We're on Bridgestone tyres. I've not checked the tyre pressures, but we've not got tyre pressure warning, so it should be pretty good. So into this sort of off-camber 60 right-hander, and it feels very good. I've got to say, it feels a lot more stable than the non-GTE hybrid 8.5 that I drove on these roads, because I had it for a week back in the, must have been like not long ago. Okay, so into this one at 56. This is the trickier one. I mean, I really shouldn't go into this now. I'll brake a bit, but we'll see how it does on the limit. And it feels pretty neutral. That's quite good. Well, it's now 8 o'clock and I'm finally back home after leaving here at about 10 o'clock this morning. I've done about 260 miles. It's taken about 6 hours and it's returned just under 46 to the gallon, which I think is pretty good for a car with that level of performance. Obviously, plug it in and you'll get crazy MPGs well into 3 figures. But actually with no electric charge, it's not been that bad. It's not like it's worse than the GTI, even though because you're carrying all the battery and stuff, it's actually better, and it does harvest electricity, which means that it'll switch the engine off quite a lot, and it does like to pull off from stationary with electric, which is actually really nice. So yeah, very impressive. So yeah, it's been a good day. I bought 3 cars, 2 GTEs, 1 GTD. I've met 2 subscribers, and I've seen parts of the UK that I haven't seen in a long time. Herefordshire was particularly beautiful on a day like today. As ever, guys, thanks for watching this volkswizard video. Keep subscribing, keep commenting, and I'll see you for the next one very soon.